thank you, Dusan, for the introduction. And after these amazing presentations from Pavel and Dusan, actually, I have a feeling that I don't need to talk about anything else. I mean, they really delivered the topic of the impact of IAQ on human performance and building operation. So, in my presentation, I would like to just shortly introduce the well-building standard, the structure of the standard, and basically how you can deliver the building certification from A to Z, basically. As already Dusan and Pavel mentioned, the well-building standard is the leading tool for advancing health and well-being in buildings and communities globally, worldwide. It's made for people because the features, the concept of the standards are focusing on increasing human health and well-being and performance at workplaces and homes. As we all know, we spend most of our times indoors and most of our time at work from Monday till Fridays. And because of this fact, the physical and social environment is impacting mainly the human state and well-being. This figure is already familiar to you. Pavel took the credit. For it, but yeah, he very clearly explained, and I don't think I have anything else to add except that really the cost for staff, what the companies are investing into their employees, they are taking like 90% of the operational costs of the entire building and company itself. So just think about when you have a really poor workspace and it's impacting the health and well-being of your employees, and they need to go for sick leave. So the company in addition has to pay the expenses on health insurance and replacing the employee while he or she is on sick leave with another person, and these kind of chain reactions are impacting the work and the income of the company overall. So, globally, the WELL movement started in 2014. The version 1 of the standard was published in 2014 in New York, and last year, 2018, we already made the version 2 of the standard, so now we are piloting it. Currently, there are more than 3,800 projects registered worldwide in more than 50 countries, and out of this, in Europe, I would like to introduce the statistics for Europe. We have projects registered in UK, France, Spain, Netherlands, Slovakia, Czech Republic, as well as, how do I point? We have also one project registered currently in Serbia. As you can see, the leading markets for WELL in Europe are definitely United Kingdom, France, Spain, and Netherlands. Well, maybe I could little bit explain more. So the blue numbers here, they mean the registered projects, which means currently the constructions, the projects are undergoing the constructions, and within a year or two, the project should receive the WELL certification. Yeah, we have registered projects in Poland, Sweden, Ireland, Germany, Hungary as well, really intensively growing month by month. A little bit talking about the structure of the standard itself. So this is the new structure for version 2. We have 10 concepts: air, water quality, nourishment, lighting quality, movement, thermal comfort, sound, materials, mind, and community. If you have later any questions about the air and thermal concept, Dusan is sitting there. He developed these two concepts while he was working at IWBI. Each concept has several precondition features that must be met for the basic certification program. And if you would like to achieve higher certification like gold or platinum, there are additional optimization features which can be implemented in the project. You can earn more credits on that, and you can receive just a higher certification diploma for your building. I just a little bit would like to introduce the air concept and later the thermal comfort, so you also see a little bit of technical background behind the nice figures. Yeah, these are the features in the air concepts, and with, I don't know if this works actually, it doesn't, but you see with the features beginning with the P signs, they are the preconditions that must be met at every project, and the additional features like enhanced air quality, enhanced ventilation, operable windows, or air filtration, they can bring additional points to your project later. So just how WELL is connected with other standards. Basically, for preconditions, WELL is referring to ASHRAE standards or the European 15251 standard, basically. So these are the very basic ventilation criteria for operating a WELL building. However, for earning additional points, higher certification, as I mentioned, you can proceed with additional optimization features like enhanced air quality and enhanced ventilation, which are more strict on ventilation rate and air quality pollutants parameters. Thermal comfort concept, there are 7 features, 1 precondition and 6 optimization. In this concept, we also refer to, of course, existing thermal comfort standards like ASHRAE or ISO 7730, and as I mentioned earlier, with implementing additional optimizations like enhanced thermal performance or thermal zoning, individual thermal control, additional points can be earned. The number of the points are presented next to the features, basically. WELL is flexible overall. It welcomes innovation proposals or other alternatives, as well as recognizes other standards from the given country where the building is actually built. So if there is no ASHRAE standard operating in Serbia, for example, then WELL is just open to any other ventilation standards which are used, let's say, in Serbia or Slovakia or Poland. There are 4 categories for WELL certification. The basic is the WELL core and shell certified. Then another one for is the WELL Silver. So basically the WELL Silver is up to 59 points and all preconditions has to be met for the Silver certification. However, for Silver there are no requirements for meeting any additional optimization features. However, if you want to proceed with Gold or Platinum, there are definitely requirements for the Gold. 40% of meeting optimization criteria, and for Platinum 80% of meeting optimization criteria. Once your WELL project is done and it's ready to be occupied, after usually we recommend 5-6 months after occupancy, the WELL assessor comes to do the on-site testing and the performance review, and this performance verification testing is submitted to IWBI, and based on the results of the performance verification testing, your building would receive the given certificate, either it's Gold, Platinum or Silver, basically. The on-site verification is related mainly to the physical environmental quality, as already Dusan talked about it. However, of course, it's not as detailed as any kind of field study would do it, like Dušan's study, for example. Yeah. So the key players during running any well projects, it's of course the project owner, the well assessor, well coaching, and the well AP accredited professional who are supporting the design of the project from the technical perspective, from the perspective of the standard, the requirements of the standard. But of course we have the engineers, we have the facility managers, the contractors, and many others involved in the team. So well, it's not just for one specific expert, even science is involved into that, because well is referring to science. It was made based on scientific reports and publications, and currently science is assessing well as well. So you might have the question if well works well with any other certification program. Yes, it does. There are plenty of projects which have multiple building labels, such as LEED, Green Star, Living Building Challenge, or BREEAM. For example, the building, when I was working, the Delos building, it has a triple certification. It has LEED, WELL, and Living Building Challenge. It's just impacting your cost, basically, because if you have more certificates applied for your building, of course it will cost more for the building owner. But yeah, pretty much this is the closing of my talk. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, and I hope in the near future we will have more registered projects coming from Serbia as well, so I can come over to Belgrade and support the you know, the projects, and just spreading the good word about the well building standard itself. If you have any questions, feel free to ask Dušan and Pavel, and of course me. There are also like some useful email addresses if somebody is interested more to receive information about the well certification or the well education sessions we provide. In addition to the certification program itself, we have the well coaching programs, like there is for LEED GA coaching. We do well accredited professional coaching for, because if you once hold the well AP credential, you are eligible to support any kind of well project design itself. So thank you once again. If there are any questions, I'm here for this.